person first and have them close to the surface we're going to transfer. We're going to pretend this chair is, say, their bed. You're going to go and remove the armrest on the wheelchair first before you move them over. I'm going to get myself into the same position as I did before for a stand pivot transfer, but I'm going to bring my knees, their knees right into my knees and grab them with my thighs. I'm going to pull them forward away from the back and then lead them forward. They can hold on to me where comfortable. I'm going to again grab behind them and maintain good body mechanics with a low back curve before I do this transfer. What I'm going to do is on a count of 3, do all of the work myself. You're going to do a 1, 2, 3. Once I know they're there, then I can reposition them all the way back into their chair or the bed surface, wherever you're going to, and then get them safely and securely into that seated position. And that's a dependent transfer.
Have you bend your knee up and lift your right arm above your head. I'm going to just roll you onto your side here. Okay. And now I'm going to pull your legs to the side. One hand on your hip, the other hand behind your scapula, shoulder blade.
Yeah, what's a scapula?
Sit you upright, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. All right, so now I got you up, because we're going to be moving around a bit. I'm going to put this magic seatbelt on you so you don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Don't mind lifting your arms up for me. Thank you. Nice and tight. Good. Okay, Brooke, so I'm going to put this board underneath you. So I need you to kind of lean off to the side a little bit so I can slide this underneath your hips. We're going to put this underneath your right hip. So
Okay.
you're leaning a little bit on your left side. Alright, we're underneath. Just a little bit far away, but I think we can still make this work. So I'm going to put my hand on the gate belt to guide you across the board, and I want you to kind of use your arms as much as you can. Just get yourself across. Good. Do that with your arm kind of in the way.
wheelchair with a removable armrest. First, place the wheelchair near the foot of the bed and remove the armrest. Ensure the brakes are locked and the chair is secure. Raise the bed so the patient is transferring downhill into the wheelchair. Using folded bed linen, bridge the gap between the wheelchair and mattress. Instruct the patient to lean toward her side away from the wheelchair. Take a single slide sheet, fold it in half, and tuck the slide sheet under the patient's bottom and thigh. Ensure the patient is able to place her hands on the mattress surface and not on the slide sheet. Instruct the patient to slowly scoot toward the edge of the mattress and near the wheelchair. Assist the patient to lean forward as she scoots toward the wheelchair. Never allow a patient to lean back while sitting on a slide sheet. Once the patient is in the wheelchair, instruct her to lean to the side. Remove the slide sheet.
To perform a max assist or dependent transfer with two aids, set up the wheelchair as before. Leg rests removed, close to the mat, angled towards the mat with brakes locked. If you cannot remove the armrest, this is a good transfer to choose. The person at the shoulders will be the lead person. It is important that one person lead the transfer. The person at the patient's upper body should ask the patient to cross their arms over their chest, if they can. Then from behind, the aide will reach under the patient's shoulders and through their arms to grab onto each forearm. Be careful not to grab the patient's wrists. Hug them in so the grip feels secure. Make sure your stance is wide and that you are using your legs for the transfer, bending the knees, bracing in your abs. The aide lifting the legs should pick up the legs from the side in a cradle arm position, their body facing the mat. Bend from the legs. The aide leading the transfer should say transfer on the count of 3. The aide at the shoulder should be careful to support the patient's trunk as they remove their hands. Make sure the patient is safe.
And demonstrate how to perform a transfer called the 3-person carry. We're obviously of different heights and different body types, so we're going to show you how to perform a transfer with Jeremy here on the table. From this table to a table we've got positioned perpendicularly. The situations you would be using this for would be to transfer a patient from one hospital bed to another, or if you're in a disaster situation, you're needing to move a patient. It's not a very commonly used transfer, but definitely one in which you want everybody on the same page. The person with the most experience should be counting through the transfer and guiding the transfer. In this case, I'm going to be serving in that role. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to get our hands, and we're going to position our hands underneath Jeremy. And we're going to try to get under the areas where we've got the most weight. So we're going to go in the middle, in the legs, and up the upper body. And what we're going to do is, before we do the transfer, we count to 3, and we're actually going to curl Jeremy toward our chest, so like a bicep curl motion. We should be keeping our spine straight. You can either lunge, or you can stagger your stance or squat, as long as your spine remains straight. And what we're going to do on 3 is we're going to curl him into our center of gravity. Okay, ready guys? 1, 2, 3. We're going to roll up, and we're going to lift. And then we're going to turn and pivot to the right. And then we're going to come back to our transfer service. We're going to squat, lower, and roll Jeremy right to his back. And then from here, what we want to do is scoot his shoulders. So Charles will have you move his shoulders there toward the top. I'm going to help with his hips. And then Claire's going to get legs there. Make sure, one other point on these is if you are moving on beds that have brakes or wheels, I'm going to fix this pillow over here. If you have